from wpdecoder.com, and today I'd like to go over MotoPress with you. It's a new plugin by MotoPress, and it's a content editor that allows you to drag and drop your elements on your page, giving people who don't code the option to use columns and make their pages responsive. So let's take a look now. So I've downloaded the MotoPress content editor and uploaded it to my site. And as you can see, it makes this button appear here, the MotoPress content editor. So in order to use it, I'm just going to click on this editor, and it takes just a few seconds for it to load. But you'll see when it loads, you're going to have lots of drag and drop options here. The first one is any of all your text. So first we'll draw this title over, and here you can just type in your title, whatever you want that to be. And you see, once you type it in, you still have the options of bold, italics, underline, all the type of things that you would see in your WordPress editor anyway. But you can also highlight this, and maybe you want to change the size, make it a little bit smaller, or maybe you want to make a custom size just for this page. It's got the options for the text colors, which is nice, or you can put in the hex code here. And then your usual options here that you're used to. So that's all nice and very easy to do. Next option is a paragraph. So again, we're just going to drag and drop it. And you see the option is to drag it into a new column or to insert a new row down below. So since this is a paragraph, we're just going to put it below. And I'm just going to paste some text in there. Again, you see I have all my options here, but that's good. That's how I want it. So next, the other option is Wordpress Text, which is very, very similar to your regular text. You see I just made a column there. But when you do the Wordpress Text, it brings up your full WordPress editor like you're used to. So if you wanted to add media, you want to do any of these options here, you can use the visual editor or the text editor, whatever you're used to. So again, we're just going to copy and paste some text in there. Again, if you wanted to take this and make something bold or however you want it, make it just the same as you would any other page or post in WordPress, and then hit save when you're done. And you see it's made your text right over here. So like I said, we drag this and drop this into a column. And every time you drag and drop something, you're going to have this box come up on this side, which will give you various settings depending on which widget you're working with. The style here is just allows you to put in a margin. So say you didn't want these two to be so close together. So let's say we're going to set this margin to about 20 pixels. You see how everything kind of moved over here a little bit? Maybe we'll just set it to 50 pixels to give you more of an idea. So if you like a lot more white space, or it's just not looking right to you, go ahead and use these. And this style tab is available for all the options you'll see over here. So okay, so we've got title, paragraph, WordPress, quote. So this is a really cute option. It allows you to put in a quote. It's got your dummy text here, so you can put in whatever you want and change who your quote is by. And if you want to cite the URL of the quote author, you can put it in right there. It brings up a nice little box here where you can put in your link, or if it's to something else that you've already published on your site, you can just check it there, just like any other link on WordPress. So that's a nice option. The next thing is this members content, which is really pretty cool. So if you have stuff that you want to show members only, people who are logged into your site, this sets it up automatically, very easy to do. So this is what it will say if you are not logged in. And this is the text link for the login. And this is the content down here that only registered users will see. So here is where you're actually going to write your text, put in whatever you want to say here, and then if you want to say something else here, oops, sorry. If you want to put something else in here, just type in, you know, log in to see this content, something like that. And over here you'll notice it has the logins with the percent marks. So whatever text you have here, say, you know, if you want to say click here instead of log in, on the page it's actually going to say please click here, and then it's going to give you the link to the login page where they can log in and then see this content. Until they have logged in, this is going to be the only content they see. So that's a super nice option. Love that. Okay, so we've gone through all of these. Now let's talk about images. We can do an image or a slider. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to just put the image in right here. And this image you upload just like you would anything else to your media library. You can upload a file. I'm just going to choose this picture I've already uploaded and put it in there. You see it automatically sizes it to the correct width. So, you know, super nice and easy. If I wanted to do the slider, I'm just going to click that, and instead of choosing one image, I'm going to choose multiple images. And they go over that in the video on MotoPress, so I'm not going to get into that one, but you can see how easy it was. And as we add more columns, you'll see that this picture will shrink to the correct size. If we were to take away a column, say I'm going to take this column away, you can see this grow. So let's say if we do want to take something away, we're just going to click on it, and up at the top use this delete object, and you see that it moves. Now if I want this one to be in a whole column, I'm just going to go down here, and you see the picture automatically resizes, which is just really so nice. Again, there's this margin options here if you wanted it to be pushed over a little bit this way or that way. So super nice, super simple, very easy. So that's images and sliders are both done the same way. The next option is buttons. So say you have a promotion that you're running and you want to have a button to say, you know, click here to register or something like that. So you're just going to put your button in wherever you want it. I'm going to put it right up here on top next to my title. This is your text for your button, so you can say whatever you want. And you see it once you press return, it automatically updates. Here's your link where you want your the button to take the people. And then if you wanted to put it into a different window, you can just click there. Color options are here. Let's say I like this aqua blue. Oops, I went up a little bit too far. And then there's options for a large button or all the way down to a mini button depending on what you want. And left, center, or right align it. If you have a class stylized for your buttons that you want to add in, just add that in right here. So super simple to add buttons in, and they're nice professional looking buttons. So it'll make you look really good. Next is these social share buttons. So let's see if I can just drag this in here. The one criticism I have is that I find the drag and drop a little hard. So like right now I'm trying to put the social share buttons under the buy now. You see, but it's only wanting me to put it in a column. So just for demo's sake, I'm just going to put it right here in a column. And you see how the columns automatically resize? So it's nice. You don't have to, you know, figure out what the width is. It automatically resizes there. And again, we have the option of doing normal, large. We can do rounded. We could do circular. All kinds of options here. And we can center them, left or right align them. Now, just one thing I want to explain. A lot of people get social sharing buttons mixed up. There are buttons that will take you to your own Facebook page, for instance, or there are buttons that will let people share it to their Facebook page. These type of buttons are the latter. So if you have a link to your Facebook page, this is not what this does. We're going to have to use an image and put that in through your text editor over here, one of your, like in a paragraph. So, but this, when people click on it, it will let them share to their Facebook, their Twitter, their Google+, their Pinterest. I do not see any options as to what share buttons are allowed. These are the ones that come up. There's no way to add or subtract buttons, so what you see is what you get here. But you know, it's a nice, easy way to add share buttons. I might suggest doing a share plugin so that you can have your share buttons on all your posts and pages. But you know, you never know. This might be something that you want. So nice option anyway. Okay, so next is video and audio. And again, they go over this on the demo video at MotoPress, so I'm not going to go into it. But basically, it's the same as your picture. You're just going to drag and drop it, and through your media library, you're going to upload or choose your video or audio and just insert it the same way. Again, it's going to size automatically, which makes it really nice. So, okay, so next we're coming to these features that I really, really love. This is something that my clients have problems with all the time, especially if we're talking about responsive websites. I have so many customers who use tables and you know, just have the hardest time to get it set up. So this, we're just going to drag and drop. I'm just going to make a new row down here. And you can see it's already set up with dummy text. So this is super nice. So you can add extra text in by just typing in here. Super easy to do. Or you get the idea if you wanted to add something, you know, completely different, obviously. Just make your updates, press, oops, not return. Let's see, and then we're just going to update here. And it just takes a minute to update. So a little patience is required. But once you do that update, you're going to see that this is the new information that I have here. And I'm just going to click on this box again to get this back. So I can add, you know, whatever information that I like here. And I also have the option to do the light style, which gives me these nice color options so it's easier to see where my rows are. So super nice, already formatted. And as you can see, if you decided you want to drag it up and do it next to the image, everything automatically resizes. If you see these blank things here, the boxes, that's just because I didn't add more text, but you can obviously add whatever you need there. Okay, super nice, super easy. I think you'll agree. Next, tabs. Sometimes people want to use tabs. So let's add these to the top of the page. As you can see, they already, again, have information, dummy text in there for you, so it's super easy to just change this, press return, and there it is, tab 1. And then let's go down, and we're going to just change this one to number 2. Oops, that's not number 2. Okay, number 2, and press return, and you can see these have been updated here. So easy to do. And then if you decide that you want to change the, oops, sorry. If you want to change the order, we're just going to drag and drop the order, and you can see it instantly updates. So again, the information that you want in the tab is all going to be down in here. And if you wanted to open your WordPress editor to give you, you know, the more options as far as making bold and left justifying, things like that, that's right there, easy to do. And then again, if you need a new tab, right here. This last option is the space between the borders and the tabs. So you can see this makes the padding really 0, and then you can move it up to 50, which gives you a lot of space. So that's more you know, what your personal preference is on how it looks. But super nice option. Very good. Okay, so next let's talk about these charts, which I love. So I'm going to just go down to the bottom here, and I'm just going to add the chart in the bottom. Okay, and you can see this is a nice professional looking chart. I love these charts. So the charts again comes in with the dummy text. So just change this to whatever, you know, fits for you. Oops. And just press update, and this was going to update to whatever you want it to say here. And so here is the first option, is the column chart. You have also the bar chart. You can see, super nice, lots of options. The area chart, very, you know, it all depends on what kind of information you have. The stepped area chart, hopefully it keeps going down a little bit. Then we have the pie chart, and I love, love, love this chart. Look at this beautiful, beautiful colors. And finally, the 3D pie chart, which is my favorite. And again, you know, put in your own numbers here and it just makes it so professional looking and really nice. And I'm just going to put it in here again to show you that this is all automatically resizing. So let's do, so let's just update this, and so I can, while we're talking about the charts, I want to show you exactly how it looks. So it's going to take a minute to update here, and then we'll go over here, and I'm just going to refresh my page so you can see all that we've done. So here are my social share buttons. Here's my buy now button. This was my title. Keep in mind that this is not the page title, this is just the section title that we typed in here. Here's my tabs. As you can see, they're working. I happen to have the same text, so it's not as easy to see that they're working, but they are working. Here's my paragraphs. Here is my little quote. Here's my charts. This one didn't come out that. I guess I needed to give that one a little bit more room. So. But you know, see, the picture is just resized just like it should be. And watch when I hover over these graphs. It has the pop-up that has all the details. I just love that. I think that is so professional looking, and it is so easy to do. So really nice option. So let's, you know, I've decided that I want to bring this on its own line there, so it will look a little bit better. Okay, so we talked about all those charts, which I love. Next is embed. So if you were to have, say, from MailChimp gives you an embed code to put in your sign up for your newsletter, instead of having to go to the HTML or text tab of WordPress and have problems with it getting messed up there, you just copy and paste your code right into here, okay? And it's just so super simple to do. I'm sorry I don't have any code set up to show you how easy it is, but just copy and paste your code there, and bam, you know, there's your sign-up form right in there. So space. So let's say we just wanted to add some white space somewhere. Again, you know, just put it in here. Here's the drag and drop not working, but anyway, so you can get an idea. Now the space tab, it actually lets you move in sideways and really control the size of this a little bit more, which is nice if you want your white space. The other ones, you'll see they only have the side drag option, so you can drag them in, but there's no up or down option. So you know, not quite as many options, but the space does have the up and down option as well. So, and it, you know, you wouldn't normally put the space right there, but wherever you happen to need a space. Okay, so we've gone over that. Okay, and then here is Google Maps. This is such a sweet little feature. So I'm just going to put it right in here, and up will come a Google Map, which is so nice. Google Maps are so important to have on your contact page so people can find you. So just right in here, type in your address, whatever that may be, and just hit return. You have your option of zooming in more if you want to do more of a street view or want to give them more of an idea of where exactly you are in the state. You have those options, but this is just such an incredibly nice feature. You don't have to embed any code. You don't have to do anything special. This is another one of the widgets that lets you move it down, and again, oops, let me click on it to get the little boxes there, and we can move it, make it larger and smaller. So super, super nice feature there. Okay, so we've been through all these. The next options are the widgets, I like to call them. So this is if you wanted widgets on your page. So let's see if I could just drag this down here. And again, this is my only complaint about this software, is it's just not as easy to add this picture under here like I would like to. So anyway, okay, so let's not worry about that right now. So let's say this widgets area. So if we look back, this is my default page, and you'll see that my default page is already set up with a sidebar. I have search, I have recent post, I have categories. So if I want to add widgets, maybe like in the footer area, so I'm just going to take this, drag and drop this down here, and you can see it took what my default widgets area, my default sidebar, here's my search, my recent posts, my categories, just like you saw over here. So what this widget does is just whatever your default category widgets are in your sidebar, it's going to place them in there. But if you don't want to do that, you have your custom menu. So we'll just take the custom menu down there, and just like in your widgets area, it's going to let you choose which menu. I only have one menu, so that's what it's going to be. Let you change the title. It gives you your pages, so it automatically puts all your pages in there. It's your recent post, if you want to put that in there. That's all some options. So this is especially nice if you are using a full width template and you want to have different widgets on different pages. Now, a lot of people use plugins like Widget Logic to make sure that specific widgets are on specific pages. But this lets you put them right there on your page. You know, I could have put them over there in my sidebar, wherever I want them. And then I make sure that those widgets that I want are on that correct page. So the other, you know, calendar search, all these widgets that you would normally find in your widgets area are all there. So overall, this is a very nice plugin. I think the drag and drop, maybe I just need to work with it a little bit more. But otherwise, this plugin has a lot of super nice options that lets you have a very professional looking website with no coding knowledge at all. So please give MotoPress a try, and please give me some feedback. Let me know what you think of it. I'd be very interested to hear. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.